Hello guys, welcome. So today on this video we'll be going over the first quiz that you had to do on Excel for the first module. Remember, if you're not happy, you could do the second attempt and improve your score, guys. This is the only time I'm gonna do this, that I'm showing you how to do it. Alright guys, so let's follow along. So first step, we will click on their week 1 on your Excel spreadsheet scores. You're gonna click on the link of Excel Module 1 test, how to download it. And here I will recommend two things, guys. Either with your phone, with your tablet, another electronic device, log into your SU account. So you could look at the instructions on your phone and apply the steps on the computer. That way you don't have to be going back and forth. If you have access to a printer, well, you could go ahead and print the instructions as well. But I think this would be one of the easiest methods, that you also use another electronic device to go ahead and see the instructions while it won't mess up your solution. So I'm going to click on the Excel spreadsheet. Remember, it's going to download, so you click there on the bottom. And this is what I'm talking about with my phone. I'm going to look at the instructions through my phone or tablet or another electronic device. Awesome, guys. And all right, guys, so we're ready to get started. Let me minimize the other screen. So you should have a screen like this. This is the first quiz you have to attempt. So remember, first step, even though the instructions won't tell you to do so, you're gonna have to click on Enable Editing. That's a must. Here, make sure you read the instructions carefully, that you are placed in the right worksheet. This spreadsheet, this workbook has documentation, payroll, and profit. So make sure you're in the right one, guys. Don't just assume you know what you're doing. Make sure you read the instructions. That's pretty much what this class is about. Don't overthink it. Don't make it so hard or complicated. All right, guys, first instruction, it says, Katie works for the Human Resource Department at Pepito Supermarket and uses Excel to calculate the company's payroll expenses and profits. She's currently finalizing the profit and payroll worksheet to close out the week's figure. On the payroll worksheet, so that's the first step. I'm pretty sure when you just open it up, you're probably going to be in the profit, so make sure you just click on the payroll. That should be the must. Cut the contents of range B1 and B2. So they're talking about this, B1 and B2. I'll show you three different methods of doing it. Easy method, just grab it and move it. That's cut and paste at the same time. You don't want to do that? Literally press the cut feature on your commands on the home tab. Go to A1 and click paste. That also works. See, many methods, guys. Can you use the right click of your mouse? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you could. Right click, press cut, go to the cell and press paste. You see, but that one you either do one or select both. So there's many methods of doing this, guys. Just make sure you understand what it was instruction made that they wanted you to do so. If you were in the profit worksheet, it wouldn't make sense. It's already on A1. So another thing, guys. Look at it carefully. All right, step 2, adjust the width of column A using AutoFit. I'll show you two methods. Easy method, you just put your mouse in between column A and B and you double click. That's the AutoFit. They're like, all right, I know that, that's cool. If I click on column A and I'm in the home tab, right here under format, there should be a button called AutoFit and you click on it. Another method. The cool part of the new feature of 2016, the search bar, is really interactive. So you could start typing in there AutoFit, column AutoFit, and this one will take you at least to where you have to go. Oh, I have to go to format. Oh, there it is, AutoFit column. You see? Use the search bar and it'll guide you how to answer those sections that you were probably lost. Cool. Step 3, change the width of column D to 12. Two methods. Using the mouse, you just get close to it and you see the little pop-up box that appear. Just go to 12 and then once you're there, let go. Like, that takes a while. You're right. Might be having a hard time with your mouse. Do a right click, select column width, and just type in the number 12 and press enter. Go to format, go to column width, and type in the number. You see, there are many methods of doing this, but just do it. Enter the values shown on the table below. So we have to look at that table and we have to put them on B12 onward. So I've got to go to B12, open up your table so it's more visible. So I have to type in the value 321.68. Either you press enter, you type go to the next cell. 427.67. Press enter. 526.34. Either press the arrows, and now I'm going to go to C12 and I'm going to put the date 7-9-1990. Enter. 69-1982. If you make a mistake like I just did, I put 69, so the program where I graded will count it wrong. So make sure you proofread, double check what you're doing. Don't make mistakes, guys. Double check your work. And that's it. That's what you have to do in that step. Step 5, in cell D6. All right, D6. Type in ML capital, so might as well 3583. What this is called a flash fill. Let me tell you what Excel is trying to do. Let's look at these 5 for a second. J for John, C for Charles, and then 1 for January, 2 for the day, and 80 for the last digits of the year. Cool. It's picking up and making up itself an employee D. If you have thousands of records, I don't want you to do one by one. The flash fill will do this for us. M for Merrill, L for love, 3 for the month, 5 for the day, and 83. Now, if I copy both of them, I could drag them downward, and it's copying the same thing, but you got to click here on the bottom, and then it should convert it to a flash fill. Should have done it by itself, but for some reason it won't. On your tablets or probably on a Mac, you're gonna have a hard time because this has to be done through this. So you have to kind of analyze or send me a text or log into the meeting. So I'll guide you another way of how to do that. That was your method. Another method, you type it in and then we could have selected all of that. And I'm pretty sure we could click on the fill section and would tell it it's a flash fill. And I should have also picked it up. Cool. Those were your other two options of doing that step. Step 6, select cell A15. All right, so I click on it. And then enter the word total, literally total. Some of you got it wrong because you misspelled. Double check your wording, guys. Yes, that's simple. It's really picky. So type in the word total. Remove cell borders from range A15 and B15. So select both of them. They don't want the cell borders. I'm going to go to the borders right here. And I'm going to say no border. It's removing the cell border. That's what they wanted you to do in that section. Next step, step 7, in B15. So click on it. Create a formula using the sum function to add the total of the data in B5 to B14. Just click on the auto sum. Is it selecting B5 to B14? Yes, it is. Press enter. That's simple. Don't break your head. Step 8, in cell B17. B17. Create a formula using the count function to determine the number of people employed by Pepito Supermarket by counting the values in B5 to B14. So I'm going to click on the pull down menu on the auto sum. I'm going to go to count. It's trying to select everything. I just want to select B5 to B14. That's what the instructions tells you to do. So it will say a 10. That's it. Cool. Step 9. Switch to the profit worksheet. So now let's go to the other worksheet. Profit. Change the orientation of the profit worksheet to landscape. This is where the search bar could come in handy. Orientation. You just start typing it in, and it should take you to that feature. Look, orientation or change page. Oh, I think they're talking about that one. Oh, they want it to be in landscape. And cool. See? To answer your question, you could have gone to page layout. I broke it. No, sorry. Go to page layout, orientation, and there you have the feature to change it from one side to the other. All right. Step 10, in cell A2. A2. Change the cell content to read profit, capital P, space, hyphen, space, March, space, 1-7, comma, space 2018. You're like, it already has that. All right, so don't write all of it. Just type in the word profit, spell it correctly. Yes, some of you guys probably got it wrong because of that. Space, hyphen, or dash, however you want to call it, space. It has to read exactly what they're asking you to do, guys. And that's it. Don't overthink it, guys. Just read the instruction carefully. You gotta be attentive to the details. That's all this course is about. Step 11, select the range A4 to E4. A4, E4. And then and the non-adjacent cell. Non-adjacent cell means that it's not together. Not together, you have to press the control key and then you select G8. That's how you select all of those cells at once. What do they want you to do? Increase the font size to size 12. So we could go back to the Home tab. Right now it's at 10, so I could go back and press it at 12. You're like, teacher, how am I gonna supposed to know that? All right, another method. Don't overthink it. Just select A4, E4, select that, change it to a size 12, go to G8, and change that to a size 12. Come on, guys, use your common sense. Don't put barriers, just think of solutions. Step 12. To better display the content, manually change the height of row 3 to 18. Row 3 is really small, so I could click, and manually using my mouse, I could select all the way till I get 18. Can I use a right click? Yeah, you could. And row height and type in the number 18. That works. Can I go to the format feature on the Home tab? Can I change column width? Oops, not column width, my bad. Can I click on row height and select 18? Yes, you could. See, many methods, but do one. Step 13, in cell B7, all right, B7, enter a formula without using a function. That means you have to create it yourself. You press the equal sign, and they want you to determine the profit generated at the downtown location by subtracting the store expenses to take away that amount from the sales. Use your common sense, guys. Are you going to take away your expenses from your income? You're going to get a negative number. You're going to take your income, your sales, from your expenses. And that's it. You do it backwards, you're going to get negative numbers and it will count it wrong. That's what you have to do. Step 14. After determining, and copy the formula you created in B7 all the way to D7. Remember, you could grab from the little plus sign and move it all the way to D7. Don't forget, don't skip. Step 14. After determining the total profits generated by each store, Katie is now interested in calculating the total sales, expenses, and profits for the company. Select the range E5 to E7 and apply the auto sum to calculate the total of those. If I press the auto sum, it should have done it, where it's going to select, oh, you're going to add B5 to D5, you're going to add B6 to D6, and so on. That's it. This is what you have to do in that section. Step, where are we? Step 15. Katie edited the worksheet after March 8, 2018. Making the content in A11 unnecessary. So we have to clear. Literally, just press delete. You want to get rid of that information in that cell. Step 16, apply the grab text to G8. So I click on G8, and there it is, grab text. You just click on it. Again, you're like, I don't know that. Use the search bar and start typing it in, guys. Grab text. Oh, there it is. And it'll take you to that function, and that's simple. Step 17, adjust the zoom level to the profit worksheet. We're still in the profit. Right here towards the bottom, it's at 100%. So I'm going to increase it to 130, just to be on the safe side. No, well, that's the instruction. Step 18, last one. After reviewing the profit and payroll worksheets, Katie typically generates some additional data for accounting. To create a placeholder worksheet for this data, insert a new worksheet in the workbook and call it accounting. If necessary, make sure it's after the profit worksheet. That's at the end. If we're already in the profit and we just click on the plus sign, it automatically will give you another worksheet where there you could do a right click rename, you could double click, and just make sure you type in the name accounting. You press enter, make sure you spell it correctly, and you create another worksheet within the same workbook. Profit, and after profit, we have accounting. That's exactly what the instruction wanted you to make. You could double check, go to the payroll, look at the screenshot underneath the instructions, and double check. Oh, there's the names. That's a flash fill. It has the same formulas. Look at the other screenshot on the profit. You have the same numbers. If it would have been negative, it would have been shown in parentheses, and you know you made a mistake. Looks good, simple. You could see the accounting worksheet tab on the bottom. So there you go. Now, extra, the instruction didn't tell you, but me, I want to make sure you're doing your own work. So pick wherever you want, even on the documentation, and put your name there. Abraham Cuello. Put your ID number, 2008 4333, whatever. And that's it. You don't want to do it there. Pick the payroll worksheet. Maybe change the view to the page layout view. Be patient and go to the header and type in your name, Abraham Cuello, and type in your ID. Blah, 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 433, blah. No, that's it, guys. Don't overthink this. Now, what do? You save it. If I were you guys, I will save it on the desktop just to make sure you know where it is. So I'm going to go put it on the desktop. You don't have to worry about the name, but if, in case you want to, you want to put your last name next to it, go for it. It's up to you. You click save. You could close your screen. It doesn't have to be available any longer. So remember right here, you guys are going to have a section where it says upload. Add submission, sorry. So you click on the add submission. This will become into a nice big rectangle. You could grab the screen and move it a little bit over to the side. You grab your file, place it on top, and that's simple how that easy steps would be the easiest method to add your submission, save changes, upload it, and get your 100, guys. This is not hard. You could do this, guys. And look at it, 20 of you guys didn't even attempt it. Please make sure you do it. This is the only time I'm going to give you a second try. All the other weeks were not. Where either you do it or you get a 0. You tell me, guys. You put your effort. All right, guys. Well, take care. I hope that helps you. The second attempt is really identical. Make sure you do it. Trust me, if you want that 100. All right, guys. Take care and see you soon. Goodbye.